What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about why narcissists need smear campaigns. The reason why they need these smear campaigns is because it works in their favor should something come back to question them and their whole motive behind the smear campaign. A lot of time, the smear campaign works for the narcissist if the person doesn't fight back and doesn't question, why is this happening to me? It works for them, for a very long time. And the reason why they use it to begin with is to punish you. They know that these accusations are false. They know that whatever happened in a relationship, it didn't affect them the way they expressed it to the smear campaign. They know the smear campaign is going to go hard behind them as far as making a person look bad. So they need the smear campaign to do their dirty work and pass on false rumors about people and basically almost ruin people's lives with these lies and accusations, things that just didn't happen. They spread false truths, like they know certain things happened to where it was 50-50. So it doesn't give them the room to play victim. If anything, both of you are probably in error of whatever happened. So it doesn't call for them to only call you out on your wrongdoing, when I'm pretty sure in a relationship with a narcissist, they probably instigated it. They probably was the cause to the effect, But they're not going to tell that part. They're just going to tell the part to the smear campaign that makes them look innocent. That's why the smear campaign technique works so good for them, because the people are going to push to, to gain innocence for those narcissists. And when it backfires on the narcissist is when the supply fights back. The longer the supply stays silent, that works. But if it's coming to a point where it's ruining your life, you need to speak up and fight back, and protect yourself. Because the narcissist is going to let the smear campaign constantly attack you as long as you don't give in. It's teaching you a lesson not to, to do whatever you did to get away, not to do that. And so as long as they feel like this lesson is working, they're going to allow the smear campaign to keep doing what they do. Now, when it comes to divorces, notice how a narcissist may walk into a divorce attorney's office and they say, they ask questions like, I need advice. I'm pretty sure a narcissist go into the attorney's office asking, what can I do to teach my wife or my husband a lesson? And the attorney is like, okay, well, have a seat. Let's talk. I need to get some information to kind of start from the beginning to see where things went wrong that leads you to wanting a divorce. But the narcissist is probably going to only start just going off on things that their spouse made them feel bad about. And so now that's why they brought it to the divorce, to a divorce attorney. They don't really want a divorce. That's why they are there, because they feel like they own you. Narcissists look at you as supply and they feel like they're entitled to you, and they don't care how much they put you through. They don't expect you to leave them. So that's why they're there to teach you a lesson, not because they don't want to let you go, not because they want to let you go. So notice how when things work for the narcissist, smear campaigns, when the divorce attorney is on it and the narcissist don't have to say anything during the divorce, it works in their favor. That's why they go to the divorce lawyer, for the simple fact that they don't have to do anything. This is the professional who's going to handle business for them. And they're paying for it, so they're expecting them to go hard for them. When it comes back to bite the narc will deny the fact that they wanted this to be this way. I wanted to settle it out of court. I didn't ask for all this. This is what the lawyer suggested. See, they're going to always put it on the smear campaign. I didn't want it to. That happened to me when I was, working with the narc years ago. The demon, I'm talking about the malignant one. And it was like during this time, she needed the people who she used as a smear campaign against me to back her up, to approach me, to ask me about putting everything behind and rekindling our friendship. And she was like, now she needed them as a witness as well. Didn't I apologize to you if I made you? And I said, well, you said if. And she said, she was frustrated, like, well, I'm just saying I did apologize. And I'm like, see, this right here is proof enough that you're not being honest with yourself. Of course, you're not being honest with these people. They don't know no better. They feel like they're doing the right thing by backing you. And it took all of them to attack me. It took all of them to come up against one person, so she can feel validated and prove innocence to them that she didn't cause the breakup of the friendship. Everything is just so played out, so thought out with narcissists and fake. But the people who they use to do their dirty work, they are blind to it. Again, I done been a part of that. And then I had to sit back and think like, but sometimes it's good to question things. And once I start to do that, the narcissist slowly start to cut me off because she was getting afraid that, I would get close with this person and then she would be exposed, and that's how it happened. And that's when I come to realize, dang, once I start to socialize with other people who the narc had hurt, who they hurt in the past, and I start to do my own research, she didn't like that. So she felt as though she needed to punish me for stepping out of bounds and doing something I had no business doing, like in her business. They love to say, you're in my business, Well, it sounds like the business you had with these people is a lot like the business you trying to have with me. So I have to question your background. I'm doing the background check on you. As far as I'm concerned, I have every right to do that. If we're going to establish this close-knit relationship for whatever reason, And, so smear campaigns works good for narcissists only when the supplier don't fight back, when the victims don't fight back. When they feel as though I don't need to fight back, let them say what they're going to say. It's good to be like that too. But again, certain times you have to when it's running your life, when it's running your reputation, your occupation, anything that takes money out your pockets, and it just seems like a pattern of this happening because the rumor has spread it so far, you gotta fight back. You gotta know which battles to fight, and which battles you can't fight on your own. You just gotta, you're gonna realize what's it worth, when dealing with a narcissist and the smear campaign. So again, they will just completely, just neglect the smear campaign when things is pointed back their way. When all the fingers are pointing back on the narcissist, they will just, they'll leave the smear campaign in the water to drown, to save themselves. And some of them are so loved bombed under their spell by the narc that they don't realize what the narcissist is doing because they don't know that they're dealing with a narcissist, and it's all a part of manipulation and mind control. So all that works together when you're dealing with, evil in that way. When you're dealing with someone who targets your mind to gain control of a narrative, to gain control of you. They will do anything they can to keep that power. And so when they feel like they're losing, you know, it's kind of like all entertainment to them. They never feel guilty. If anything, they're in constant survival mode. They're constantly running from the truth. So what happens is they'll just, you know, they'll just bail out on those who have been there for them, who believe them, who fights for them. And it's not even their battle to fight, because it was all a lie to begin with. In the smear campaign, they don't realize that, you know, until they finally open their eyes and see that the narcissists put everything on them. Like, I didn't tell them to do that. They did it on their own because they love me so much. They just go hard behind me. They seen what such a good person I am, and they just felt like I was being treated unfair because of what I told them. And it's like, well, we were going by what you told us. They don't even witness these things. A lot of times we don't witness the things that we hear. We don't witness it, and we're quick to speak on it. Like, find out the facts before you run your mouth. There's two sides to the story. Some say three. Your side, my side, and the truth. But the narcissist is never on the side of the truth. They're on the side of what makes them feel good, what makes them look good. So again, it's good to, you know, stay neutral when you're put in something to judge. Be fair and judge it from both ends. You know, don't judge off of emotions because, oh, I know this person longer. You know, you got to find out the facts from both ends. It's only fair that this person clear themselves. Like, I'm going to clear me. I'm going to clear me. Sometimes I feel like, you know what, they could hell that. That's small. That is small stuff to a giant. But certain things that I feel like it's going to affect my livelihood or something, or my family, my children, like, no, I'm going to clear me. That's what we're not going to do. I have a voice for a reason. I'm going to use it when I really, really need to. If it's something that's, you know, worth speaking on, I'm going to stand up for what's right, and I'm going to clear my name. Now, it's up to you if you still want to believe the narc or not. But I have every right to speak my part in this situation that they lied about, you know. And that's if you know about it. And that's if, again, if it's worth it. If it's worth it, you know. So, that's all I want to talk about in this video. Why the smear campaign usually, why it works for the narcissist. It works for the narcissist for so long, and how quickly they will bail out on the smear campaign, you know, when the plan backfires. So, that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. Thank y'all for watching.